Skincare better than Botox. I did a video on this. I was at a conference. I had the opportunity to interview, and that's what I'm showing you today, an interview with a PhD in skincare. That's all she does all day, every day. And I asked her about how do these peptides work and how do they slow down muscle contraction? What are they studying? I did the complete video. Many of you have watched it, but I want to show you today this interview. I go to many conferences. Of course, I have my practices, my skincare line. I love this kind of stuff. It's very easy for me to do these type of videos because I'm there anyway. If you like this interview I'm going to show you today, like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments. I can do many more of these and interview these people. They do a deep dive into skincare. Let's hear what she had to say about skincare that can act like Botox and slow down muscle movement. In the links below, I'll put the link to that complete video that I did on that product. Let's hear what she had to say about the research of it and why and how it works. Okay, I'm Dr. Rajani, and I'm here with Alisar, Dr. Alisar, who's a PhD in skin. This is what you want to hear from. I'm a skin guy, but this is a PhD in skin, and she asked me a question. She was looking at my video on a famous celebrity, and you can mention it, and the person had some movement. I said, hey, what about peptides? Could they work instead of neuromodulator, and how does that even happen? I'll let you take it from here.
Okay, so we think that peptides are really important, especially in skincare, and we do believe there's actually a combination, a synergy. So you have your neuromodulator, your injections, and skincare that have peptides. Recently, Revision Skincare launched Revox Line Relaxer, and it contains neuropeptides or neuromodulating peptides that work on the skin surface, and so they're causing cell communication to reduce acetylcholine. It's a big buzzword. Acetylcholine is that neurotransmitter that causes movement in the skin and your muscles. So we're hampering that effect by signaling pathways in the skin. So by using Revox Line Relaxer in synergy maybe with your neuromodulators, you can see that decrease in movement and more like improvement in fine lines and wrinkles around different areas in the face.
So she saw me looking at a celebrity recently in one of our videos, and she said, yeah, there's movement there. Revox Line Relaxer could work. I wanted to pick her brain because many people wonder, can peptides really modulate? Because you said it, there's signals. Can they really modulate acetylcholine? A lot of people, that's a big thought for a lot of people, including myself. But you see the results because of the studies.
Right, we do a lot of models. So in skin biology and skin science, we can use models outside the body to perform and mimic the skin in the body. And so we've shown that. And we also know that in development, the skin, the brain, and the eye are very connected together. So what we learn in biology of the brain and the eye, we can bring it to the skin. So that's how we put it together. The
skin, the brain, and the eye. Tell me more about that.
Well, they're all just very similar in features. There's in fetal development, there's the ectoderm that actually gives rise.
I remember this from my studies.
Yeah, the ectoderm, endoderm, and the mesoderm. Exactly. So
do I pass?
Yes, you pass.
Okay.
So the ectoderm is the one that gives rise to the brain, skin, and eye. So taking not knowing about neurobiology and how nerves work, we realize that keratinocytes are cells that are in our epidermis, in our skin, really are mimicking the brain cells too. So we were able to create this model to show acetylcholine being hampered.
Is that like not blow your mind? When I tell them, okay, I tell them what I see in my practice. So I'm telling people, hey, I'm using this in my practice. This is what my patients are seeing. I'm combining it with Botox fillers, collagen stimulators. I'm on the clinical side. I know what you're talking about, but I don't really know the depth of it. Like you deep diving into this. You're talking about the ectoderm. So you see in those models the reduction of acetylcholine, which means the nerves can't communicate to make the muscle contract, and thus it acts like in the same mechanism in a sense that Botox would. Now Botox works on the SNAP25. Tell me a little bit about the peptides in the SNAP25.
So the peptides that we utilize, they actually mimic certain portions of SNAP25. And so we've noticed that with multiple peptides, we have 5 neuromodulating peptides, they're working in synergy to hamper that acetylcholine, and they do look like SNAP25. Little portions of them look like that. Amazing. So neuromodulators work within the skin, like at the neuromuscular junction, we're at the top of the skin. So that's why there's a synergy. So you can see that improvement.
And I have patients that use it with their Botox-like products or Botox. I have patients that use it standalone.
Right.
I never put toxin in my forehead, so I use it all around. But in the forehead, for me, it works really well. If I use neuromodulator, I'm lower, like it lowers my eyes, right?
Yes.
And maybe I'm a surprised looking guy anyway. You're like, lower those eyes. But in general, I don't want that lowered heavy feeling. So for a lot of people, I can see where they might use only that product. I mean,
And I would use it in this area, the perioral area. I always put it around my mouth. So
females tend to lose a little bit of bone, get vertical lip lines more than males. And so that makes a lot of sense, because a lot of people do ask with that product, can I use it in other areas? Because microtox is something we've done. It was more of a buzzword a few years ago, but people still do microtox, which is Botox in the whole face, to help with oil production, reducing it, and also Botox-like effects. So you could use it in your whole face.
yeah, and we have a study that shows a whole face application, so full face application and showing improvement in all facial expression. So it's really interesting.
You have that's one I haven't read. I'm remiss. I got to go back to school.
We'll
I read a
have
bunch of your studies, but not that one.
We will share that study with you.
Share that with me. I'll bring it to you. If you have questions, I mean, don't come to the PhD. I can just say what happens in real life in the practice. You can tell all about the lab, and you geek out on all this stuff. I love it. Maybe I'll come work with you one day and do that instead of with patients.
Have you. Yes, definitely.
Thank you very much. Stay tuned here. Keep your skin, body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.